internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
previously on 24 Hours Crypto.
Imply about the price versus some of the kind of the retail use case or speculative use cases that
price is going to go up. No, look,
and how far away
the honest answer is, yeah. I mean, if XRP is going to be inserted deeply into the financial system, the market cap has to be orders of magnitude bigger. It has to be able to support institutional flows in the orders of magnitude of trillions of dollars.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. 100,000 subscribers. Thank you very, very much. And we reached a milestone today, and that is why I'm out here with a second episode completely about to melt your brains. And I'm telling you right now, I told you that my last video is probably going to be one of my best ones. Like, your minds are so educated right now in terms of what you're understanding about having depth in the market and liquidity. And I'm about to drop something I feel like I shouldn't even drop because, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to drop one of the most intense facts that you are gonna see why $100 XRP is like bare minimum. And you've never seen me this bullish, but you've never also seen it from this perspective. And I think it's a very, very good time for me to put out this information when we reach we've reached 100,000 subscribers. I'm telling you. I mean, you're probably thinking like this is going to be some other video. No, listen very carefully to what I have to say here. I want to make this crystal clear because $100 XRP is not a dream. And listen, I mean, I'm going to try to stay as polite as possible, but it's not a moonshot. This is going to freaking happen 100%. If you don't understand that, either you've never studied markets or you've spent too much time letting other influencers fry your last 3 freaking brain cells. This video is for the thinkers, and a warning to the little pigeon brain morons who keep asking, why would it ever be worth that much? It'll never be worth that much. Keep dreaming. 2050. Ha 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 ha. It's so sad. It is so sad. You don't even understand. Oh my goodness. I'm going to reverse engineer the truth using something that, you know, the people that like to deny it avoid, which is math. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's start with XRP at a $10 billion market cap, okay? That's how reverse engineering we're going back. A $10 billion market cap for XRP, we're talking back in like 2012, okay? Now tell me this, can you move $10 billion worth of value using a $10 billion market asset? And the answer to that is no, because you'll be draining the entire market to move a single transaction.
and the answer is no.
That's like draining a pool to fill 1 cup. If you've been asking this question, you're either trolling or you're, tragically uneducated. And let's try this again. 20 billion XRP market cap. 4 transactions valued at $5 billion each. 4 transactions valued at $5 billion each. 4 transactions valued at $5 billion each.
So we can create a very high trust system. Now this system can be very high volume. So you can build a very high volume, low cost transaction system, being able to do billions of transactions.
4 transactions.
Billions of transactions of different kinds of assets tokenized, but all transacted in the same way.
And we're talking about tokenization of other types of assets. In the future, when you have new types of assets tokenized on chain, having a really efficient intermediary bridge asset to make, any pair liquid is important. Any pair liquid is important.
Of different kinds of assets tokenized.
Any pair liquid is important.
You got to understand, I'm going to give you small numbers and then wait until you see. You're going to fill in the blanks pretty much. Your mind is going to do the thinking. This is the best part of this video. This is the best part of this video. You know, these financial transactions do $10 trillion a day, right?
So when I talk about the $10 trillion that we're processing every night, and I was looking this morning, I think the market, the 24-hour volume for both USDC and USDT is like $25 billion or something. That's like 400 times less than what we do every day. That's like 400 times less than what we do every day. And if you think about having to fully reserve $10 trillion to be able to make those payments every day, that's a lot of liquidity that you're taking out of the system. And that's, really actually has a negative impact. And you can't really start to create credit creation. Like you can't actually enact credit creation and issue auto loans and mortgages if you have this huge balance of liquidity that's locked up.
So when we're talking about 4 transactions valued at $5 billion each, that $20 billion in motion, trying to squeeze through $20 billion of total liquidity, you think you can settle $20 billion of institutional grade volume on an asset with zero buffer? This is where I call it like it is. You're a dumbass if you think that works. And I mean,
why are you gay?
Oh man, the thing is, this video is so good. That's why I'm so rattled up. It's just people like to deny this stuff. Let's pretend 6 major banks move $5 billion each. We're talking $30 billion now. And XRP's market cap's at $30 billion. Do you understand what just happened? 6 trades and the entire asset is going to be wiped. This is what you call illiquidity collapse. You don't need a black swan. You just need 6 banks to log in at the same time and pull those $5 billion transactions on the XRP ledger. So ask yourself, why has this been taking so long? Because you're about to combine the old system with the new system. It's only been 10 years. Calm down, you moron. Okay, literally, calm down. And listen, if you're going to sit there and say you should not be talking to your subscribers like this, listen, my dumb subscribers get triggered. My intelligent thinkers that know this is comical are laughing at you. So at the end of the day, trust me, your little negative comment outweighs 99% of my audience. Like I've told you guys many times, unsubscribe, leave a dislike, blah, blah, blah. Like, please, we are here for critical thinkers. We are A+ talent here. Okay, we're not bringing bullshit to you on this channel. Now let's go to $100 billion market cap. We just jumped up, and let me tell you, this is not enough. $100 billion market cap for XRP. We're about $130 billion right now. And let's say we want to run institutional traffic through it, okay? Institutional traffic. 10 firms want to move $5 billion each. 10 times 5 billion is 50 billion in flow. You're trying to process half the market cap in a single day. Good luck keeping the market stable. This isn't settlement. This is going to be a slaughterhouse if this is the way they wanted this to work. So now let's increase the market cap. Like I said, I believe the XRP market cap is about $130 billion right now. Let's increase the market cap to $500 billion. We could do 100 transactions worth $5 billion each. That's $5 billion in flow. You now need $5 billion market cap just to support 100 transactions at $5 billion each. Think about how many banks, funds, sovereign entities, and institutions will be pumping multi-billion dollar flows once XRP is integrated at scale. You want to run traffic on a $50 billion asset? You're high. And this is where we get real. Because when I give you these numbers, like 200 transactions, each of them valued at $5 billion, that's $1 trillion in flow. That's 200 institution trades per day. And that's not even scratching tokenized securities, stablecoin arbitrage, CBDC settlements, stablecoin settlements, real world asset movements. You have derivative collateralization. You think $1 trillion is a flex? It's the starting point. Now ask yourself, why would XRP not be worth 100? Remember, like, you know, when we say $100, these aren't moon numbers. They're liquidity requirements. Because when real volume enters this market, you either have enough depth or you get wiped off the map.
To make those transactions, it becomes less and less efficient because there simply often isn't enough liquidity there. And when I say liquidity, what I mean is depth of the market. It means that if I want to now send, 100 Swiss francs, maybe I'll find 100 Swiss francs for euros, for pounds. Maybe I'll find a counterparty. But if I want to send 100 million, I may not find a counterparty. So there isn't enough liquidity, maybe, between Swiss francs and pounds for me to send $100 million every day. But there may be more liquidity if we pool all of our liquidity into one type of currency.
You don't settle $500 billion in motion with a $5 billion asset. You don't scale trillions in real-time finance in retail level liquidity. You need an asset that can take the hit, and that's XRP.
Imply about the price versus some of the kind of the retail use case or speculative use cases that
price is going to go up. No, look,
and how far away
the honest answer is I don't know Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, I don't know what the driver of value is there. But XRP, it's really about this very fundamental driver of demand. Yeah, I mean, if XRP is going to be inserted deeply into the financial system, the market cap has to be orders of magnitude bigger. It has to be able to support institutional flows in the orders of magnitude of trillions of dollars.
You don't understand what the market depth is. You don't understand liquidity slippage. You don't understand buffer zones, velocity, and capital integrity. That's fine. But don't go around yelling XRP can hit $100 where you have done zero due diligence. Okay? You're embarrassing yourself. And you're showing everyone else just how early they really are. Because it only takes one brain-dead tweet to inspire 100 legends to double down. Think about that. So stop asking if XRP can hit $100. And get this through your head. $100 XRP, pardon my French, is a fucking requirement. Okay? It's so crazy that people don't see the bigger picture. Like, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but I really don't think I could make it any more clear. And that is why I tell you, there's such a small handful of us that, are holding on to this asset. It is truly, truly, truly incredible how early we are and how much, knowledge that we have garnered up.
So instead of the German bank holding Turkish lira, they could say, Akbank, are you able to accept XRP and give me Turkish lira? Here's 100 lira worth of XRP. Here's 1 million lira worth of XRP. And instantly that can be settled without having to hold balances. So that's the holy grail. That's the ultimate end goal that we're aiming for. But if you don't have connectivity, you can't even start. So first you get the banks connected. They do what they're doing today better. They like it. They build new services on it. Then they go, I want to do this in 100 countries, but I can't hold currencies in 100 countries. Well, guess what? You got XRP.
So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I mean, the evidence is just right in front of you. And they want to deny it. Time will reveal everything. We know what we hold. Soon, I mean, it's like, it's crazy. Words can't really describe it, okay? They can't. I'm like so done with trying to teach the uneducated. It's truly, truly, it's so sad how many dumb people there are. I still can't wrap my head around so many knuckleheads. If you take offense to that, guess what? You're probably one of them. Realistically, I'm not trying to be rude, but don't get offended. Like, it's reality. You got to get your head out of the gutter, for real. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And the personalized XRP pendant, link in the description down below. We have the gold, we have the black, free shipping. This is going to end tomorrow evening on Monday. And we're going to get these going. We are just under about 25 to fulfill all these orders, or it'll get refunded, but I think we could do it. So the link is in the description down below. and we will be back with another video.
All innovations take time. So there are, of course, adopters. And now it's at critical mass where it's moving very, very fast. But also at the same time, adoption itself takes time, right? So if you and me, after a few years, having a discussion to say, hey, what is the state right now? I would be surprised that there is any institution that is not taking advantage of the blockchain technology that is available to essentially significantly create efficiency versus where they are today.
They told us dream small, but we had the stars in mind. While they chased hype, we studied time. In the noise we found the signal. Brad knew just what to do. Now XRP hums like jazz, running smooth and true. Money's changing, systems bend, ripple flow into the end. Truth is quiet, bold and deep. We salute the ones who lose no sleep. Salute to the minds that built this chain. Salute, salute through the trials, through the pain. Salute, salute to the calm, to the wise. Salute 100 in our eyes. Bitcoin maxis yell on stage, stuck in loops they call belief, while XRPL just clears the way. No delay, no grief. They hoard coins like dusty gold, but we got utility in every fold. The future ain't loud, it's steady breathing. Real ones know what's worth believing. It ain't hype, it's code and soul. We salute the ones who see the whole. Salute to the builders, to the flow. Salute, salute where the real ones choose to go. Salute, salute to the heart, to the plan. Salute, XRP will lead the land. Value don't lie, and truth don't shake. Let the whole world break, we remake. Strategic reserve, written in stars. XRP gonna take us far. So here's to the signal, clear and bright. To the dreamers who held on tight. No matter the storm, no matter the fight. Salute, we rise with the light.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be,
understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.